Hi everyone, Mike White here. Welcome to this week's vlog post. It's first post of 2021. The new year has come in. I think that with all the stuff that's going on, I really wanted to share a message today that we could talk about a little bit, and hopefully you'll understand why I'm going this way. And it really is because of the challenges that are going on. And I've really titled this "No Guessing Required," because I've got a lot of people emailing me and texting me and talking on coaching calls, and everybody wants to prognosticate or ask for help or what's going to go here, what's going to happen there. And the reality of it is that there's a lot of uncertainty, and I think at this particular point in time, trying to project outcomes is probably a bad idea and probably very unprofessional. We're dealing with coming out of 2020, and we hit 2021 with a whole bunch of activity. My clients have seen really solid numbers of contracts coming together, people coming in for pre-approvals, uh, conversations going forward about refinancing, and I think much of the overall activity is going to remain in the first quarter, as well as the activity levels were in the fourth quarter of last year. I don't see a reason that the consumer is going to change their mind all that much. And I think we're adding into it the fact that January is statistically either the biggest or one of the biggest listing months of the year. We're going to see new inventory coming onto the market, buyers getting excited about buying houses and trading up. And I think that's important to pay attention to. But also, we're dealing with spikes in COVID raising concerns. The challenges with vaccine distribution are things that we're seeing each day. And much of this is not going to go away anytime soon. We're coming out of the Christmas and New Year holiday, and we can expect to see spikes in test positives. And I think it's something that we're dealing with. The vaccines are here, just not in the numbers where everybody can be satisfied, or the numbers of people who will be willing to take the vaccine. Will that be enough to get us to the point where coronavirus is not the threat that it is now? These things are not going to go away soon. We certainly have challenges in the bond market. We look last couple of days, we saw the the 2% coupon drop more than 50 basis points over a couple of days. And the one thing that concerns me even more was the fact that the 10-year climbed over 1%. Now, it's not that those things can't recede. The 2% coupon pricing right now is similar to where we were back in November, so that shouldn't be alarming. But the 1% breakthrough on the 10-year is something that we have to pay attention to. Again, may not be reflective instantaneously in the market. It may not be a trend of going higher. This may not be new floors. We may recede. Lots of things may happen, but there's no guarantee of any direction. And the conversations that we can have with clients and referral partners needs to be one of calm. It needs to be the one of right now. It needs to be the one of reality. And so it really is important that I express to you my belief that trying to guess the market, trying to tell people where you think rates are going to go, or what you think regulations are going to happen, or what you think any administration might do, or any rules and regulations that people have talked about, whether they are actually enacted or not, or people who may get certain positions in the government, whether they get them or not, is far beyond our control. And I don't believe it does anybody any good to have conversations about things that are not tangible right now. Right now, we know where you can price a loan. Right now, we know what it takes to get a loan done. Right now, we know where the market is. And right now is the conversations that we can be having with our clients. I also talked about the fact that I know that there are a lot of loan officers out there right now who are calling clients on the phone or calling people on the phone and telling them that rates are going higher and now's the time that they had better lock in their refinance or get it done, before we see rates go much higher. I get that people are doing that. I don't think that that's the path that anybody needs to be going. I don't think it's fair to the consumer to scare them into the fact of pulling the trigger on a deal that this may pass. We may come back Monday or Tuesday and the 10-year may be well below 1% again, and we may get back those 40 or 50 basis points, which may or may not have shown up dramatically in your pricing over the past few days. It may not change the market all that much when it comes to what the consumer actually gets. It may, however, be a trend of going higher. But right now, if the deal is good to take today, then lock the loan and do it today. But feeding into the drama, feeding into the prediction business is probably pretty dangerous. I think you have to deal with the facts at hand. You have to be aware of what's going on. And I strongly suggest that you pay attention, because the changes and fluctuations in the marketplace have different effects on different companies in different areas, depending upon your company's practices, the size of your company, the risk management that you have, how your secondary departments feel about what they're doing, and in some cases, just the overall volume of business that your company handles. So please, it really is important to avoid guesswork and speculation and drama. It's important to pay attention to what's going on in the marketplace, paying attention to what's going on with the pricing inside your own company. This is not the time to create any fear or any drama. If now, more than ever, telling people the truth, telling people the realities of what's happening, while it may be possible that we may have seen the bottom in interest rates, the world doesn't come to an end if the mortgage market goes back to 3 and 4. People are, not going to get out there and say, well, we're not buying houses anymore. It's not going to happen that way. And I'm not saying that we're going back there. There are still a lot of people that will look at a blip like this and say that's exactly what it is. And now that the elections in Georgia are over and the electoral college thing has happened, and it looks like we're going to see a new administration, and we're going to see the balance of power where all three branches of government are controlled in some degree, if not a large degree, with the ability of the Democratic Party. It's still very thin, and who knows what the agendas will really be now that the actual job of governing takes over. What is said in a campaign doesn't always hold up in reality, but it may very well. We don't know. So creating any speculation for right now is probably a bad idea. What we do know is rates are still really good now. Refinancing is still a good opportunity. Selling your house and buying the one you really want is a great idea. People who are renting, who are looking for that house, are very excited. The listing market, again, traditionally improves in January. These are all things that we can be positive about, but there are also things that we do need to be concerned about, and we have to pay attention to. And that's why I'm saying to you, be factual. Don't jump into the drama, because that's not going to help anybody, and it certainly won't help your business one way or the other, because speculation is not reality. And in many cases, speculation only causes more harm than good. So take everything that I've said with a grain of salt. Do your own research, make up your own mind. That's what we want to do. I don't need anybody walking in lockstep. I just wanted to suggest to you that the path right now is probably best to have awareness and calm and understanding of what the facts are in your market, in your company, because at the end of the day, that's all that really matters to you and your clients and your referral partners. As always, if you have any questions, it's Mike at imtcoaching.com. We'll talk to you again next week. Take care.